Today on Tank Talk we take a close look at one of the most iconic and secretive aircraft in modern aviation history, the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. From its distinctive flying wing silhouette to the subtle curves that scatter radar energy, the B-2's exterior is a masterpiece of stealth engineering. Introduced in the late 20th century but still turning heads in 2026, the B-2 remains a benchmark for low observable design and aerodynamic innovation. At first glance, the B-2's smooth continuous surface separates it from conventional bombers. There are no vertical tails, no protruding engines, and no obvious control surfaces. That flowing, blended wing geometry reduces radar cross-section by eliminating right angles and hard edges that would otherwise reflect radar energy back to a receiver. Every edge and panel on the airframe was designed to manage electromagnetic signatures from nose to trailing edge. The aircraft's composite materials and radar-absorbent coatings work together so that radar waves are either absorbed or redirected away from their source. Those materials require meticulous maintenance, which is why ground crews spend countless hours preserving the integrity of the skin. The B-2's cockpit canopy is flush and framed to minimize reflections, while the canopy glazing itself uses coatings tuned to reduce detectability. Even the placement and shaping of sensors and aerials on the surface are optimized to avoid betraying the bomber's position. Look closer at the leading edges and you will notice the careful contouring that controls both radar and infrared signatures. The wing itself is a high aspect ratio flying wing that trades the stability of conventional tails for stealth and efficiency. Aerodynamically, the flying wing reduces drag and allows for long unrefueled ranges, which is crucial for global power projection. Lift is distributed across the broad surface, which also helps reduce wing loading and enhance fuel economy. Yet the wide platform presented unique stability challenges, solved with advanced fly-by-wire controls that subtly adjust control surfaces without compromising stealth. The engine inlets are buried within the wing roots and carefully shielded to hide hot turbine faces from infrared and radar detection. Exhaust nozzles are designed to mix exhaust with ambient air, quickly reducing the infrared signature that heat-seeking systems target. Those choices make the B-2 harder to detect by both radar and heat sensors at long ranges. Externally, the access panels and seams are flush-fitted and often overlapped with signature-reducing tapes and composite fillers. This cumulative attention to small details is what turns an airframe into a low-observable system. Externally, the B-2 carries its weapons internally in bomb bays to avoid disrupting the stealthy outer mold line. Even the weapons bay doors are shaped and coated to preserve low observability when closed. The landing gear doors close tightly against the body so that no cavity makes the aircraft visible to radar while on approach or departure. The paint that gives the B-2 its matte, dark gray finish is more than cosmetic. It has specific electromagnetic properties and is applied in multiple controlled layers. That finish has to withstand environmental wear and remain electrically consistent across the surface to avoid creating unintentional radar hotspots. The nose section is sculpted for reduced signature and for housing avionics that include navigation and threat detection equipment. Externally mounted probes are limited and recessed where possible to preserve laminar flow and signature control. From a performance perspective, the B-2 is optimized for long-range missions. It can travel intercontinental distances with aerial refueling and carry both conventional and nuclear payloads. The flying wing layout gives it a unique combination of range efficiency and payload capacity compared to conventional bombers. Structurally, the airframe uses advanced composites and titanium in high-load areas to keep weight down while preserving strength. Visible panel lines are kept to a minimum and structural joints are masked using signature management techniques. Historically, the B-2 emerged from decades of stealth research and represented a leap in systems integration where aerodynamics, materials, and signature control were designed as one cohesive package. Its exterior tells that story visually. Every curve and coated panel signals decades of classified engineering and iterative refinement. In the field, the B-2's low observable skin requires a specialized support infrastructure, which itself is part of its operational footprint. When you see a B-2 taxi or take off, you are witnessing a blend of cutting-edge materials science and classical aerodynamic elegance. For Tank Talk fans who love the tech and the tactics, the B-2 remains a crowning achievement in military aircraft design. Its exterior is not just about hiding, it is about enabling missions over long distances with a survivability that changed strategic calculations. As we wrap up this exterior tour, remember, the B-2 is an aircraft that speaks in shapes and surfaces, and every detail has a purpose. If you enjoyed this deep dive into stealth design, like, share, and subscribe to Tank Talk for more detailed breakdowns of iconic military machines.